Hello everyone, welcome to another Bionicle review. If you're like me when I first finished building this thing, you're probably thinking, what the heck am I looking at? Well, it would probably surprise you if I told you, you were actually looking at Arsenal. Yes, that's right. This thing in front of you, this jumble of parts, weapons, masks, joints, a person right there, and everything, is Arsenal. I have proof. If we move closer to the head, we can see his scope. It's right there. He's got his mask. That's his leg right there. That's his foot. And he's got weapons everywhere. Literally everywhere. And he's got an ammo belt right there, so... yes. This thing is actually Arsenal, so... let me tell you how I started making this set. So, I was trying to make another one of those Shadow Leech virus things. And I noticed I didn't have a red cocoon, so I decided to make do with what I had. And then, I was like trying to do the thing with like the head hanging like the green one, and I was going to use Arsenal's mask. Then the idea popped into me. Why don't I make a story around these guys that centers around Arsenal being infected? I don't worry, Arsenal is going to survive this. He's going to come back and stuff in my new series I'm working on. But, in the meantime, this is him. So let me tell you what happened. So, Arsenal basically was on a mission for the Order of Mononui, and he had to go to Mutran's abandoned lab. And he found the Shadow Leech virus and accidentally, released it. So, basically what happened is, as the red one was infecting him, he killed it. So basically the thing was dead, but it had already infected him, so there was no going back. So basically, he just became this. He lost all his memories, and he even tried to replicate Red and Void over here. He tried to recreate them. I still had them intact. By the way, they're right there. Oh, I don't know where Red is, but they're still alive, don't worry. But, basically, what he tried to do is try to bring back everything that he loved, which is why he has so many weapons. And also, there was this guy right here, this scientist who went with him to study them. And he just kind of got dragged along. He's still alive, kind of. He's missing a leg and an arm, but he's fine. He's along for the ride, just having a good time. But yeah. I have no idea what I was thinking with this thing. Literally no idea. I took every Transorange part I had, a whole bunch of weapons, and a whole bunch of joints. I just compiled all of them together. This was the end result. I'm gonna call this thing Freak Arsenal. So, I'll try to stand this guy up here. So give me a few minutes, or a few seconds, I guess. Yeah. Can he stand up? Let's find out. Oh, his mask. This hurts my arms. Okay, luckily, he did stand up. Now, the thing is, how am I gonna get him on camera? Let's get ourselves another box. Okay, there we go. You can see most of it. So, we'll take a look at the bottom first. Starting with Mr. Probably Dead. So like I said, going with Arsenal was this Order of Mononui scientist guy. And when Arsenal was mutated, he tried to run away, but unfortunately, didn't get out in time. Now he's attached to this big tentacle thing. He's just along for the ride, basically, so wherever else Arsenal goes, he gets to go too. What do you think of that, sir? Oh yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, basically the cord. That looks kind of wrong now I think about it, but it's actually attached to what used to be his leg. So, obviously this thing is very asymmetrical. If you couldn't tell. So we'll take a look at this leg first, so. You can see that just like his foot there, which was ringing regular Arsenal. Look at the foot piece on Arsenal. Look at the foot piece on that. They're the same piece, man. That leg over there, the armor piece on it, the armor piece on Arsenal's leg. It's the same piece. So I tried to make it look as much like Arsenal as I could. Then this leg is just a bunch of Trantoran joints, you know. This one just complete madness. There's no describing it. So the torso is how I did most of these guys, you know, it's just like the big thing. There's actually a piece of cocoon wrapped around his neck. His head is just, you know, typical Arsenal head with, like, you know, the scope just, like, falling apart. And then, yeah, that arm right there is a lot simpler than the other one, just the short arm, you know. The bottom is, like, trying to be like Arsenal's arm. Like, I tried to do it, but I couldn't really. It's got two guns. It's holding two guns at the same time. The other arm is going to be hard to show off. So, give me a minute. Okay. So, basically, I'll show you what's going on with this arm. So, on this part, he's basically created his dream weapon. It is swords, guns, everything you could imagine. And he's about to fall down. As you can see, a Brutaka sword, Skull Grinder things, that little Blade Chronicle staff thing, just your generic G1 sword, Matoro blades, everything you could imagine. This is Arsenal's dream right here. It's attached to a hand, and these two things. So Arsenal, once some of his once some of his memories started coming back, started to miss Red and Void a little bit. So he tried to replicate them as best he could. I had a spare Black Roxy head, so I just attached that. And I couldn't find my other Maxlos head, so I just used Tahoe Uniter's head there. And then for Void, what I kind of did here, I just gave him this little, like, spear thing on his back to replicate his big sword. Look at that sword that Arsenal would try to do, so. He's falling, so we're just going to have to look at him like this now. So, this big assembly up here. This is his brain. Yes, I am dead serious. This is his brain. It's full of weapons, cords, and everything. It is detached from his head. It's just here now. We've got a Hero Factory gun right there, attached to a hand, attached to this big Antros blade, attached to some tubes, which is like on a joint with a bunch of talons. Another talon, more weapons. This one's got another one of his little dream weapon kind of things. And then his school says so yeah, I'm just kidding. It's not actually his brain, it's just I have no idea what I was gonna call that. So yeah. Basically this thing is think of it like the Venom symbiote on steroids. That's basically what it is. Well, not really actually. Hardly actually. I don't know how to describe it. There's just no way to describe Freak Arsenal. That's what his name is. Also, don't worry. Arsenal will come back as regular Arsenal. This is not him forever now. And obviously, I'm not going to take apart Arsenal. Why would I do that? Like, he's the soul of this channel. Without him, this channel would not have gotten as far as it is. And I'm actually going to move this blade right here, just to pretend you're not seeing this on camera. You didn't see that either. But yeah, essentially, like I said, what I was going for here. Take as many weapons, joints, and everything as I could. Compile it into this big beast. So yeah. Basically, this is just a very story-driven mock. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy this big freak thing. Make sure to like it if you like it. Subscribble. That sounded so cringe. I'm really just trying to waste time here, so bye-bye from Mr. Scientist who's along for the ride. And also bye-bye from what's left of Arsenal.